Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Zen Mondays. My name is Stephanie Virchaux. I'm an empowerment certified coach, a motivational speaker, and an energy healing. Welcome to our Zen Mondays live segment. Let's give it a little bit, a few minutes while everybody joins in. Get comfortable, get cozy, and we'll start in a few minutes. How's everybody's Monday? Hello, Karina. Hi, everybody that's joining in. Get comfortable for a brand new Zen Mondays segment. So today we are going to be talking, hello, sis. Today we are going to be talking all about thoughts. What are thoughts? How do they impact your reality? How do they impact your goal? And specifically aligning. So if you have a specific goal, I love you. Welcome, everybody. If you have a specific goal in mind and your goal is not becoming a reality, you can make a change by changing your thoughts. So as I was researching a little bit more about our topic today, I came across this fact, which I was blown away. So did you know that the average human has 50,000 thoughts a day? Isn't that crazy? 50,000 thoughts, any of us are walking around all day. And 70% of those thoughts are negative. So imagine if you're walking around not really paying attention to your thoughts, not really being aware, I know, of those thoughts, and then you're wondering why are certain things in my life not working out. So of course, leaving external factors outside of it, it's related to your own goals, to your own way of what you want to accomplish. So let's jump into it today. I am so excited to share this. So it's about 20 minutes. Then we're going to do a meditation and I'll share with you guys two tips, two crystals that you can incorporate. So today, all about thoughts. So thoughts are the root of everything. Thoughts lead to actions. Thoughts are going to lead to taking action or not taking action. If you think about it, your beliefs are based on your thoughts. So thoughts are beliefs. If you think something long enough, it's going to become something that you believe. So right away, let's set that foundation for today's Zen Mondays. So I'm live on Facebook and Instagram. So if I'm going like back and forth, it's just because I'm live on two different screens. So let's start on what can you do to get more intimate with your thoughts. I'll give you 5 steps that you can take to be aligned so you can shift those thoughts and start crushing those goals. As always, I'm going to send an email. I send an email every Wednesday based on the topic for today. So just make sure you sign up. I'll put the link here and that way you can pay attention, focus, and really soak in all this knowledge that I'm so passionate about. Okay, so as adults, we don't necessarily reevaluate things that we learned when we're young, right? So I'll give a couple examples, but for example, if you grew up in a family that doesn't litter, and every time as a kid you threw a piece of paper or a piece of, a snack on the floor, whatever it might be, you had parents that were like, pick that up, throw it away, right? So you grew up with this thought, with this belief that you don't litter. So as an adult, you end up finish eating a protein bar or a snack and you throw it away. Now, if you were in that family that never got in trouble for littering, you may finish eating a snack, throw it on the floor. It's not a big deal, right? It's a belief that you had when you were a kid that you're bringing it into your adult life that's serving you a purpose. The problem is that we're grown as adults walking around. We never question the beliefs that we were taught when we were little. We never challenge them as adults. Like we think about it, we forget about them, and they're there. So I always say this example, think about it as clothes. So let's say when you were little, you always wore a certain, a certain polka dot pajamas and you loved it. And let's say 40 years later, you're still wearing those pajamas. That would never happen because you look yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, this is out of style. This doesn't fit me. You put it away and you get new clothes. When it comes to your thoughts, because it's not something that we can visually and visibly see, we don't necessarily question those beliefs, and we're walking around like adults living with thoughts and beliefs that we had since we were 5, 6, and 7 clearly I don't have to understand why this is a problem, right? So, okay. So that's part one. So let's jump right into this, and I'm going to share with you the 5 steps that you can take today to get more intimate with your thoughts, challenge your current thoughts, specifically in an area of a life that you're not happy with. So I want to focus on the things that you may not necessarily be happy with, because that's an area that is easier to control. Like my sister says, one of her goals that she wishes is to eat ice cream until she dies. Hey, we can work at anything we want to. Okay, so let's get started. Step 1, pick an area in your life that you're not happy with. So whether the area is your job, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your salary, like think of something right now. And again, you don't have to share it, but just so you can get into the exercise. So I'll share, the example I'll pick for today's is job. So I hear a lot of my clients are not happy with their job. They're not happy with their career. So for the purpose of this, step 1, you're picking an area. The example I'll work with today is your job. So step 2 is set time aside to write down for a few minutes why you're not happy with your job. So is it a title in your career that you don't have, that you thought at this point you thought you would? Is it your salary? You thought you'd be making more money and you're not? Is it maybe the industry you're in? You thought you were be in a certain type of industry and you ended up in another type of industry. Whatever it is, write down all the things why you're not happy. And then on that same step 2, write down all the things that you desire, like what's your goal? You want to make more money, you wish you were in a different industry, like it's almost like a list of things that are not working in that area and the things that you wish it would be there. So what that allows you is to shift and sort through your thoughts and organize it. So instead of thinking like, I hate my job or I hate whatever that blank thing is, you're able to say, okay, there are certain things in that I love, and there are certain aspects of that I'm not happy with, and this is where I want to get to. So you're starting to reprogram your brain and organize yourself so you can be specific and super clear on what you're working towards. So that was step 2. Step 3, we are going to take a challenge and commit for the next 5 days, and you can do this whenever you want, but the idea is for the next 5 days, be like an investigator and be curious with your own thoughts. So out of, like I mentioned earlier, on an average, we have 50,000 thoughts a day. Out of those 50,000 thoughts a day, 70% of them are negative. So for the next 5 days, I want you to be curious about your thoughts and either open up an email, like a blank email, or if you have an iPhone, open up notes on your phone and start keeping track of your thoughts. Like once you have that specific area in your life, so in the case of the example I'm giving on your job area, start taking notes on your job area, like how do you feel with your job? What do you think about it when you wake up about your job? Is there any of our coworkers that trigger you and you get super pissed? Is it when you have a meeting with your boss and you get really stressed out and you get anxious? For the next 5 days, just start writing down what are your thoughts when it comes to your job or whatever area you're working towards. So that's going to give you clarity, and it's going to start being able for you to start being more aware and intimate in the things that you're thinking about, instead of your thoughts being like little kids that are running around your brain with like no adult supervision after eating tons of ice cream. Like nobody wants that. Okay, we want to take control. We want to know our thoughts in order to be able to change them. Okay, step 4. After those 5 days, take out a blank sheet of paper. You're going to draw a line in the middle. One side, you're going to put old thoughts patterns. The other side, you're going to put aha moments. So let me break it down for you. On the left side, you're going to take a look at your diary and everything you've written down that week. And you're going to take out any patterns that feel that no longer serve you. So like I was saying at the beginning, a lot of times as adults, we continue using these beliefs that we were taught when we were little kids that we never question. So I'll give you an example. I was raised in a Latin culture. I'm half Swiss, half Venezuelan, but grew up in a very Latin family. In Latin families, and let me know if anybody's listening, if this resonates, but you were taught when you were a child not to talk back to adults, not to disrespect adults, not to basically, speak up. Like, adults are right and you listen to them, point blank. So great when you're 5 and 6. Can anybody relate to that, by the way? Anybody grew up in that culture? Yes, give me some hearts. Okay, so when I got to be a grown adult working for corporate, I never questioned that belief. So I came to corporate, all of my bosses, my managers were older than me. So innately, because I still lived my life according to that belief, I don't talk back to adults, I don't disrespect adults. Literally, I didn't talk back to my managers or my bosses, even if they were in the wrong. Like, even if they were disrespecting me and I felt uncomfortable, it was really hard for me to be like, excuse me, so-and-so, with all due respect, what you're saying, I disagree with, or whatever it might be. It wasn't until years into my corporate career that a light bulb came off, and then I said, oh my gosh, I'm still living according to this old belief. And right now, if somebody's gonna disrespect me, whether they're older or younger, I can still stand up for myself and speak out, even though I said no to that old belief, and now I say, okay, if somebody disrespect me, or if I don't agree with what they're saying, I'm able to say something in return. So that's the example. So on this column, if there's any of those things that come up for you that you say, okay, this is kind of crazy, you're going to write it down on the left column. Any old beliefs that you're still using as an adult. On the right column, you're going to see any aha moments that you had from the week. So for example, if you realized every day I wake up and I tell myself as I'm driving to work or taking the subway, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my coworkers, I hate my job, I hate what I do, I hate my job. Every day you say that, or I cannot stand my boss, she sucks, I can't stand her, oh my God, my boss is the worst. You're gonna write down any patterns that you saw during the week. Because what this does to you guys is two things. Number one, you're gonna completely disprove your old belief. Number two, if you're constantly saying something, in this case, you hate your job, guess what? Everything you're gonna do all day is hate your job even more. So you're focusing on something that you literally don't wanna focus on anymore. And what that does is your brain, so like I've mentioned this the third time already, we have over 50,000 thoughts a day. There is a part of your brain that it's called the RAS. It's the reticular, and you can look it up online, but it's the reticular activating system. Reticular activating system. So that part of your brain, what it does, and it says, okay, because your brain can't process 50,000 thoughts, it's impossible. This part of your brain says, okay, I'm gonna process and focus only on the things that Stephanie's thinking about. So for example, if I'm constantly thinking, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, my brain is gonna be like, okay, Stephanie hates her job. Let's help her find ways in which she can hate her job even more. Because that's what I'm focusing on. Does that make sense? I see some question marks. So basically, if you're saying all day, whatever it is you're focusing on, if you can be like, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I didn't have money, I can't afford this, I don't have enough money. Your brain is gonna be like, oh, that's important. Stephanie's thinking all day those thoughts, so that must be important to her. So let me help her find clues in order for her to be like, she doesn't have enough money because that's important to her. So right away, thank you, Jody. Hi, love. So right away, I'm going to start finding my own clues to support what I want to believe in. I hate my job, or I didn't have money, or whatever it is. Clearly, you guys, this is something we don't want to do. We want to shift it around and saying, I love my job. It's easy for me to find a job that I love. I have a lot of money. I have so much money I don't know what to do with. Whatever it is, so your brain can focus on that thought and help you find clues to support that thought. I know it's a lot to comb through. I'm giving you a second. Let me know if you have any questions as I talk about step number 5. So if this is resonating, if you want to talk about it more, please reach out because this is so important to understand. So again, step 4, you do the 2 columns, and then step 5, you embody the feelings of that desire. So in the case of finding a job that you love, right? And let's say you hate your job right now and you have no idea what you want to do. However, you do know what it feels like to have a job that you love. So once you find that job that you love, it's going to feel fulfilling. It's going to feel exciting. It's going to feel joyful. You're going to feel accomplished. You're going to feel proud of yourself. So the step 5 is to say, once this area of my life is exactly where I want to be, how would I feel like? So once I start making a shit ton of money, how would I feel like? Once I am in a job that I love, how would I feel like? Once I get over the breakup that has me super sad, once I find the man of my dreams, how would I feel like? Write down all the emotions, and instead of waiting for that thing to happen, you're gonna start doing whatever it takes for you to start feeling that way right now. So for example, if you're in a job that you hate, but the job that you love is gonna make you feel joyful, empowered, accomplished, desirable, fulfilled, what are things that you can do today to feel that way already? Maybe it's waking up early and working out. Maybe it's writing a blog and submitting it and sharing your knowledge with the world. Maybe it's if you have a girlfriend that's going through a rough time, you call her and you're there for her and you feel like fulfilled because you're helping her. Once you start doing and living as though emotionally that's already there, you will start figuring out the solution that will get you to whatever it is that you want to accomplish. How does that sound? Do you have any questions? Is this still kind of all up in here and you're wrapping your head around it? Let me know how you feel. Again, I'm sending an email on Wednesday. I send my Revisit Your Zen Wednesday email where I will break it up and give you the details. Thank you. Okay, my sister Madi got it. Jody, I am so glad. By the way, I owe you a call. I'm calling you. But getting that list, I will send the breakdown of all those steps. Start doing them. Like, let's start a challenge. Let's get on them. Also, you guys know I know this. I am a certified coach. This is what I do for a living. This is what I love to do. This is why I quit my corporate job to do this. So if you're in a situation or if you know somebody that's going through something like that, call me, email me, let's talk. A complimentary first session. Let's get a little bit deeper. You are not alone in this process. This is something that you have support. So let's have that conversation. Don't keep this to yourself because it's only gonna make it worse. Okay, so second part, the last 10 minutes, I'm gonna share with you, let's do a meditation. And we wanna center, we wanna tap into ourselves, tap into that joyful, feel-good feeling. And then I have 2 crystals I wanna share with you that you can start using as you are diving into this process. So how does that sound? Get comfortable. Let me find a song and then we'll do a meditation, which is, I want to say, well, I love every part of this Zen Mondays. Okay, here we go. So get comfortable. Take a deep breath. Yes, we are meditating. We are relaxing. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. All the way out. As you take another deep breath, just close your eyes. And exhale. Slowly and gently just start slowing down your thoughts. Start observing those thoughts that have been running around your head all day and start slowing them down. With every breath you take, your thoughts get slower. They start feeling lighter and less heavy. As you find yourself gently observing your thoughts without any judgment, without any resistance, a thought is simply an acknowledgement of something that you're resisting and that you're holding on to. As you continue breathing, you feel your body just feeling more relaxed, and just feel yourself releasing any anxiety, any stress, any tension in your shoulders, in your chest, in your stomach. And just easily visualize any knots that you have going on, just gently becoming looser, lighter, until they're completely loose and free. As you feel this release in your body, just catch yourself letting go and releasing it through your breath. And you're now feeling centered, relaxed, protected, and guided. You're beginning to feel as though all of these problems, this stress, you got this. You have the solution. You may not know exactly what it is, but you know that it's gonna come up. You know that it's not impossible. You know that it's not forever, because nothing in life is. Gently bring your hands to your heart and begin to feel your heartbeat. Begin to feel that breath of life that brings you to where you are today. Deeply acknowledge every single experience that you've had in your life, and that's bringing you exactly to this moment. Begin to gain confidence in knowing that every experience that you've had in your life, you've sorted through, you've accomplished, you've gone to the other side, and know that whatever it is you're going through right now, you can get through the other side. Have complete confidence in yourself, in your guidance of your higher self, to know that you got this for yourself, for your family. No matter what it is, there is a solution, and you know this with complete confidence. Begin to feel those tingles, that excitement, that eager and that curiosity to now know, okay, where's my solution? When am I going to find it? I wonder how it's going to come through. And feel that energy expanding, getting bigger, and wrapping itself all around you. And the bigger it gets, the brighter it gets, the least fear you have, the least anxiety you have, because you know, I got this, man. No matter what, I'm gonna get through this, whatever this is. Take a deep breath and hold it at the top, and feel those feelings of confidence, of excitement, of complete alignment with your guidance and your power within. Exhale and let it all out. take another deep breath. Inhale that amazing energy and let it all out. In this moment right now, know that anytime during the week where you have that anxiety or that stress come up for you, you know that you can come right back to this moment, tap into your heart, feel the beat of your heart, and know that the solution is right around the corner. Continue breathing, and let's take one last deep breath all the way in and release. And when you're ready, open up your eyes. Hello, my loves. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I hope you felt it. This was so good. Okay, sis, I am so happy that you liked it. Yes, I see the hearts. I see the love. This is going to be a good week. Like every challenge that we have, the solution is here. So let's get excited. Let's get curious. And for the last couple minutes of Zen Sundays, my favorite tools in the whole world, crystals. So I'm going to share with you 2 crystals that you can start using today. If not, go get them to help you through. So the first one is black tourmaline. It's black. It's all black. There's different sizes. But what this does, the sole purpose of this beautiful crystal is to transmute, meaning to recycle any negative energy that you have into positive. So if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling heavy, if you're like, oh man, when am I gonna get through this? How is this gonna work out? Bring this black tourmaline with you. Put it in your bra, put it in your pocket. Literally, its sole purpose is to shift that energy and make it into positive, vibrant energy. Set that intention and just say, hey, little black tourmaline, help me out here. Help me shift my energy from negative to positive, and trust it will happen. Crystals are conduits of healing. So their purpose, and they're the DNA of the earth. Like crystals have been around since the beginning of the earth. So trust me, if you want a tool, it's this one. The second one is citrine. Citrine, I'll put it closer. Citrine is yellow. And hello, my friends. Hi, Mel. Citrine is yellow. And I talk about citrine a lot because it has so many amazing properties. But specifically for this week and the topic of aligning your thoughts, citrine is a stone of abundance. So first of all, no matter what, you need citrine in your life because it brings prosperity. It teaches you how to be abundant. But second, where there is negativity and gloom and sadness, if there's negativity and there's citrine, there's no room for negativity to exist when citrine is here. So yes, money signs. And if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling down, if you are overwhelmed with your thoughts and you're like, what am I going to do? Bring citrine, bring it with you, hold it in, because again, where there is citrine, there's no negativity. So don't doubt it. It's just what is. It's a law. It is what it is. So just like if you have brown eyes, you can't change them unless you wear contacts or whatever. But if you have brown eyes, that's what you have. There's no negativity in the presence of citrine. So get you some citrine, get some black tourmaline, make it a kick-ass week. This Zen Mondays was so amazing. Thank you for coming. If you missed it, sign up with the link on my bio if you're on Instagram to get Revisit Your Zen weekly newsletters based on the topic that I talk about on Mondays. And just get it in. And again, if you know anybody in your life that is feeling down, that is feeling stuck, that wants some clarity in their life, get a hold of me. That's what I do. That's what I love doing. Like I mentioned earlier, that's why I resigned my job in corporate America to become a certified coach. And I work with people that are feeling stuck, people that are looking for clarity, professionals that have no idea where to go next, but they know that they have a purpose. Let's talk. Let's bring some joy into our lives. And join me next Monday, brand new Send Mondays, 7:30 on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, everybody. Let's rock it out. Have an amazing week. And it was so good seeing you, everybody. Thank you again. Have an awesome week.